Our today's special value is amazing. This is something that is absolutely creme de la creme. We are talking Rastelli Filet Mignon. This is Angus beef, black Angus beef, and absolutely incredibly tender, juicy. Look at this. I am going to just show you. Look at how tender this is. It's just incredible, and it's like melt in your mouth. That's what this is all about. We are offering you a today's special value at a fabulous price because you are going to get 10 of these, 10 top-of-the-line meals for less than $140. And let me just say, how much would you pay for one of these beautiful filet mignons in a restaurant? And you wouldn't even know if it was going to be this tender, this juicy, this is reserve. That's why we call it the reserve filet mignons. These are the top of the line, best of the best, creme de la creme, to be able to get these and to honestly look at how tender this is. When I'm cutting it, it's just falling apart. That's what this is all about. And let me just say, if you have ever had these from Rastelli's, give us a call, share your story, 1-800-395-1601. You do not want to miss out on these. Not only do we give you 3 different ship dates, but we offer you auto delivery. So let me go through that a little bit with you. You can have these shipped out right away if you'd like to. You can also choose to have them shipped out the week of November 15th or the week of December 6th. If you want them on auto delivery, they will come whatever date you choose, and then every 90 days for 1 year. And you get to stay at this incredibly low price. And if you don't think this is a low price, let me just say, if you go to Rastellis.com, you're looking at about $100 more to get the exact same 10 filet mignons. That's why you come to QVC. These are amazing. Let me just say, this whole show this morning, 9 to noon, is all about the best of the best. And this one, Customer Choice Food Award winner for Best Grilling Item and also Customer Favorite Brand. They have been in business 45 years, and that's why they know how to do it absolutely the best. Let me just quickly say, this is the last Rastelli's today's special value of the year. So if you are going to get it, and I'm going to literally watch this, this is pull apart filet mignon. That's what we're talking about. The tenderness, the flavor. When you can pull meat apart like that, you know it's the best. We're going to bring in America's best butcher, and that is Ray Rastelli, the gentleman who he and his brother started this business 45 years ago. Ray, welcome. Good morning, and congratulations on more food awards from QVC customers.
Thank you so much, Mary Beth. I'm so excited to be here today, not just because we're going to bring you the most incredible Black Angus Filet Mignon Reserve steak, but believe it or not, today is our birthday. We are 45 years old today as a business. So 45 years ago on this very day, my wife and I started this business. So we're thrilled to be here on our birthday celebrating with you with the finest steak you will ever find. And I want to show you why. This is what a tenderloin of beef looks like, Mary Beth. There's only 2 of these on an entire steer. Now, these are Black Angus cattle. This is the top 4% of all cattle in the country qualify for this. But what I want you to notice, we have taken all the fat off of this completely. And here's what you're getting. You're not getting the ends. You're not getting that end. You're not getting that end. This is what you're getting. You're getting these beautiful center cut 5-ounce fillets. Mary Beth, this is what it looks like.
Wow.
Look at how beautiful that steak is. You see that beautiful marbling in there?
Yes.
That means you're going to get incredible flavor. You're going to get incredible tenderness. But what you're not going to see is fat. Look at this. We have taken every ounce of fat off of this steak. It's a beautiful, thick steak. And of course, the reason we can tell you this is because we know where this meat comes from, Mary Beth. In fact, a lot of these steer are right on my farm. That's my farm. That's where I live. There are about 600 Black Angus cattle out there that we work with every single day. That's just a small segment of what we have actually had to bring in. We've been working with QVC since January of this past year to be able to get enough of this cattle to bring you the best. Because remember, Reserve is the best. It's the finest of all. It is aged 45 days, and that's where it all starts, right there on the farm. So we're really proud of knowing where our meat comes from. We're really proud of being cattle ranchers to be able to raise the very, very finest cattle, and really excited and honored to be able to bring it to you at QVC. So today, it's a special day for us.
It is a special day for us too. Let me just say happy birthday, happy anniversary kind of thing with your company. But really, truly, you know I'm a Midwest girl. Born and bred and raised in Minnesota, where there are a lot of great cattle farms, etc. I know excellent beef. And I also know growing up, my mom and dad, when we would go to a restaurant that had Black Angus beef, we knew we were getting the treat of the year. And that's what this is. And the best part, Ray, is that we can get this home, have all 10 of them, and by the way, all individually packaged. So you can take out 1 or 2 or 6, or you can eat all 10 at once. You can save it, or you can have it on a Tuesday evening because you deserve it. We say you deserve the Reserve. This is the best of the best. Treat yourself. Also, think about sending this ahead as a build to, ship to option as a gift for someone. You can actually choose a date for you and a date to have it shipped to someone else as a gift for the holidays. But the whole thing is go on auto delivery so that it actually comes to you every 90 days at this price for up to 1 year. I want to backtrack just a little bit. We were talking about the special rareness of the Black Angus, etc. But we were talking about the marbling. How does the marbling really affect the flavor?
So the marbling is really what gives you the incredible intense beef flavor. Now remember, the filet mignon is by far the king of all steaks. It's going to be incredibly tender, and we've made it really easy for you. You can see how beautiful that steak is. But Mary Beth, we've given you the seasoning packet. We've given you a beautiful guide that tells you all different ways to prepare this product. We've given you a couple of my tips, and I'm going to show you one right here. So the seasoning pack comes with it. Here's what I like to do. I like to take and season my steaks once they're out of the package and they're at room temperature. So let me show you my method. Once I get that done, here's all I'm going to do. I'm going to drop that on a hot skillet, right? That skillet is really nice and hot right now. And there's a reason for that, Mary Beth, because I want these steaks to sear, right? And it's only going to take 1 minute. I sear on one side like that. Now take a look. Look at that. Look at that beautiful sear. Is that incredible?
Wow. Yes.
I do the other side, right? That sear is sealing in all of that incredible moisture, flavor inside. Then I do the side. So I just put it on its side.
Yeah.
And I roll it just like this, right? And look at this. I'm searing each side. Now that searing is going to make this tenderloin seal on all the freshness. Now once I'm done, and that will take about a minute in total for 2 of these, here's what I do. I take this and I'm going to move this to my oven. My oven's at 400 degrees. I put it in my oven. It's only going to take about 6 minutes. But here's what you get when it comes out, because if you want a steakhouse experience like you get at the greatest steakhouses in the country,
wow,
they start with this. But then we give you the compound butter, Mary Beth.
Okay, let's talk. This
right?
butter is unbelievable.
Look,
this is not the butter you buy in the grocery store.
No,
Tell everybody what's in this butter.
So we've got garlics, we've got herb, we have some sea salt, we've got some parsley, but this is the key. When we put that butter on top of that, and again, you get this butter with this because I wanted you to have the same exact experience, right? And if you take a look at it, this is what you get when you go to a great steakhouse. Mm-hmm. They finish it with this butter. So when that filet mignon comes out to your plate, you always say, my goodness, how do they get this incredibly good? Well, they start with Black Angus. They start with Reserve that's been aged for 45 days. Then they sear it like I did. They finish it in the oven and just put that butter right on top. So when you go to a great steakhouse, this is what you're going to expect. You're going to expect beautiful cattle, which give you incredibly tender filet mignons, They're the folks that order this filet mignon. We have been serving these fine steakhouse restaurants all over the world, and this is what they do. So you can see our steaks right there. The same steaks you're getting. They're grilling these, they then sear them, and then watch what happens. Once they plate them, this is when they put the butter right on top, and that's what I just did to show you. And that's how simple it is. So when you get that at your table, you've got a steak just like I've got here. And when you think about me plating just 2 of these steaks, look at this.
Oh my
I've got a
goodness.
steak on here. I've got a steak on here. I will tell you that these 2 plates of steaks at a restaurant are going to cost you more than all 10 of these steaks that you're getting actually in this box. And let me show you what happens when I cut this open, Mary Beth, because this is really what makes the difference. We take this beautiful steak that we've put butter on, we've seared, and we've cooked in the oven. I want you to see my knife glides through it like butter. And look at the inside of this steak. You are going to see nothing but incredible moisture. You're going to see the butter. Look at the butter that's actually was melted into that. It's now on the inside of that steak. This tenderloin is so incredibly soft that watch what happens now. Now I'm going to cut a beautiful steak because I feel like eating it. But you know what? I don't need my knife anymore, Mary Beth. Look, with my fork right through that steak. Now, that's a filet mignon. That's what you should have when you go to a great steakhouse. But now you can enjoy it at home. And we all deserve that. After the year and a half we've had, this is what we really want to do.
Well, all I can tell you is if your mouth isn't watering right now, then you aren't really paying attention because this is so amazing. My mouth is watering and I haven't even had a chance to take a bite, but I want to come back to exactly what you're getting. 23,000 sets have already been ordered since we kicked this off. You don't want to miss out on this. You are getting all 10 of these beautiful reserve filet mignons. They are 5 ounces each. And you are getting the butter. You are getting the seasoning. You are getting the tips and tricks of the best way to make this. And you're getting it from Rastelli's 45 years of being America's butcher. Here's the other thing. You can have them shipped out right away, or the week of November 15th, or the week of December 6th. You can do auto delivery, which, by the way, you can cancel at any time, but you don't want to miss out on that, because if you get these home and they are as good as we say they are, and they are, believe me, you will be so happy that you ordered them to come again every 3 months at this same exact price. Let me also say they come in a beautiful box. Now, we added the bow, of course, but if you're doing ship to, bill to, ship to, where you get the bill and they ship out to whoever you want, and you can pick the date on that too. Maybe this is that gift that you're sending to a family or to your boss or to whoever it might be that you want to give that special gift to. These are the ones that you choose. We're going to go off to the phones, and I am going to finally take that bite of meat with the butter on it that is perfectly done the way I like it, which is medium rare. Judith from Florida, first thing I want you to do is tell me, how do you like your filet mignon?
Oh, you don't need to add the butter or any of the extra spices that you guys send, because it is just so delicious just by itself. I put it in the toaster oven under broil, and it is just as tender and just as moist and just as delicious as you guys say. I mean, I really trust this brand. I've bought from you before, and I continue to buy. And as a matter of fact, I've given it as gifts.
Absolutely. There is no nicer gift that you can give when it comes to food than filet mignon, I think.
And we couldn't ask for just a better ringing endorsement. You know, when folks come to the butcher shop every day, and I've seen them for the past 45 years, I get to talk to them. And when folks like you tell us that you love that product, that's what reinforces what we're doing. It really helps us to get to the next step with you. And I'm going to show you a really quick tip here, because these are nice thick fillets. So here's something you can do to make a fillet turn into 2 really fast. So because I'm a butcher, it's a little easier for me. I'm just going to take my knife and I'm going to go right through the center of this fillet long ways, because look at what I've done. I've taken 1 fillet, I've turned it into 2. Now, I've got my skillet nice and hot, so I'm going to get them searing. But at home, if you're afraid to do that because you don't want to get cut, Here's a little tip. Take a saucer like this, right? Little saucer plate. Put it on top of your filet so your hand is on top of the saucer. Then just go right through that with your knife. That way your hand is not near those fillets. And look what you've done. You've got actually two more. So I've turned
Wow.
two of these fillets